let me preface. I'm speaking from my own experience, my own opinions. I do have over 800 hours in Hades 2 at this point. Over 700 of those are on this aspect, the aspect of the Morrigan. So I do consider myself pretty qualified to talk with, somewhat authoritatively on this aspect. Let's make a guide. Is my cursor on the screen? Yes, it is. Awesome. Cool. First, let's talk about the function of the weapon. We got the Triad. You attack special and use an Omega on a target to deal 777 damage. The attack is the rightmost mark, special is the leftmost mark, the top mark is the Omega. You apply all three, you get the Blood Triad damage. Excuse me. The combos that I normally do is one, you want your cast down for the Furies card that we'll talk about later. You want your cast down. Throw your special. You hold the attack button to do a normal attack, and then you dash while charging your Omega, and then you release to release your Omega, and teleport back to the enemy, so you get multiple triads with your one special thrown. Demonstrate like that. Go again. That's the basic combo. You want at least 2 triads per special. You want to try to get at least 2 triads per special. You can sometimes get more, depending on the boss, depending on your pattern that you get on the boss. The other way that I sometimes do it is if on some bosses you initiate with your Omega, and then you special normal attack and you begin your chain there. So like if the boss is in immune phase, you can initiate with Omega, throw special, normal attack, and then begin the loop once again there until the boss is dead. Let's talk Arcana. This is what I run when I am not using Fate Swim, not starting J-Palm. You can run this. It is less optimal, but you do get the safety of Wayward Sun if you're not super practiced, if you're not super confident in yourself, especially if you're taking Antler and Tartarus. Wayward Sun can be very beneficial. But Swift Runner is very good, very strong, also activates Divinity, which is very good and very strong. Notable cards. I mean, we'll just talk through the cards actually. Sorceress, very good, channel speed. If you play without Sorceress, it sucks. It's ass. It's garbage. Play Sorceress. Huntress is amazing. More damage on your normal attack and special while you're at less than 100 magic. It's very nice for hitting breakpoints on certain enemies. Furies. Do extra damage to enemies in your cast. Very simple, very good. More damage, more good. Swift Runner, we talked about. Sprint speed is very good. Centaur is, just bonus health, bonus magic. It's fine. Origination is very good, very important to try to build towards during your run. You want 2 curses from different Olympians for a big 50% extra global damage. It's very good. Lovers, very important, especially if you're playing Antler. Having lovers makes it a lot safer. And then you got the reroll corner rolls and boatman. Very good if you're not playing J-Palm, if you're not playing Fate Swim. And we take strength instead of death because it's, more damage, more good. And just don't get hit. You don't need death defiances if you don't get hit. And if you do get hit, it gives you some damage resist as well. When I'm on Fate Swim, playing J-Palm, we of course drop rerolls because you can have rerolls. We take Persistence, Wayward Sun. Persistence, extra health, extra magic is quite nice to have, especially the magic in the early game. Wayward Sun, just because it's nice to have, and we have extra grasp, might as well take it. Messenger is very nice to have. Nice quality of life, nice iframes, very good. And then Artificer gets you some extra major finds early in your run, which can be quite beneficial if you get lucky. I like Boatman. You can run Excellence instead of Boatman if you want to. I don't, because I prefer to run Boatman. For high fear, this is generally what I still run, because, you know, Fate's Whim J-Palm is extremely strong in high fear. But you can also run something like this. Trade death sort of strength is a good idea in high fear, because you're not getting, with the Vow of Scars, you're not getting healing. So death is more valuable than or rather strength is less valuable because you don't have healing. And the Eternity card is also very strong on the Morrigan and the other blades as well, because you get the slowdown effect every time. Like you can hold down your attack button and channel your O attack, and you get the slowdown every time you dash. It's very strong. Keeps you very safe. It's very good. When I'm speeding 362, I generally run this because taking Eternity is still a time loss, because it doesn't slow down the in-game time. Oh yeah, the activating Eternity also gets you the Moon card, which can be quite nice because hexes can be quite good in the high fear environment as well. And you don't like sometimes you prime yourself out and you can't charge your hex manually, so you know the Moon is there to allow you to use your hex even when you can't charge it yourself, which can be quite nice. Let's talk hammers. I have once again prepared a tier list for us because it is useful to have. Here it is. It is going to be a little bit different than my last one that I put out. At the top, Sweeping Ambush. This tier list, I should preface, is assuming that you can sustain Sweeping Ambush, because that is very good. Sweeping Ambush is extremely strong. It is by far the best hammer in my opinion. Sweeping Ambush gives you 400% extra damage on your Omega attack, and if you are optimally Triad chaining, you are using your Omega attack quite frequently, and in room clear, you are again most likely using your Omega frequently, and if you could sustain it, 400% extra damage for a plus 20 extra magic cost on it is extremely beneficial. It's very good. This time, I'm gonna put Final Slice in the tier below it, just to solidify that I do believe Sweeping Ambush to be much stronger than Final Slice. Final Slice is extremely strong. It's very strong, because like if we go back to the video game, the Morrigan's attack combo is twofold. You got a 2 attack combo. So Final Slice, what it does is it makes the final attack in your combo extremely large and deal 300% extra damage. That's very good when you can quickly just output Final Slices. However, while extremely good for room clear, Final Slice spamming is most often not optimal on bosses. You want to be Triad chaining on bosses. So Final Slice is limited in its usefulness to room clear. Final Slice can give you some safety while also doing, you know, fine damage on bosses. It's still good. It's very strong. There's a reason it's in, you know, A tier. It's very strong. Very good. Sweeping Ambush, assuming you can sustain it, is almost always just better. Next we have Wicked Onslaught. Wicked Onslaught gives you plus 20 power on your attack. That is very good. Plus 20 power on your attack is then multiplied by all of your percent increases, including, you know, the 400% from sweeping if you already have sweeping. So it's very good. Like it's a very good hammer. If it's first hammer, you probably take Final Slice first. If it's second hammer and you already have Sweeping Ambush, and you can sustain Sweeping Ambush all the time, you probably take Wicked. Because Wicked makes your boss damage better, Final Slice will not. Final Slice makes your room clear better, but Wicked also makes your room clear better as well, just by giving you more damage. Excuse me. In the next tier, another difference is I'm going to place Skulking down here as well. Skulking is very good, but I do think Wicked is substantially better than Skulking. Skulking gives you 150% damage on your attack if you are backstabbing, which is extra beneficial for the Morrigan because it has a weird attack shape, it's like a big circle in front of you. Frequently, you actually get the backstab damage when you're not even behind the enemy. It's just kind of weird like that. It's very good, but I am placing it one tier below where I placed it before because I do think Wicked is substantially better. The next hammers, Banshee Brand, Phantom Brand. They're both very good, very similar. Banshee Brand gives you a 33% chance for your Triad to activate twice. Phantom Brand gives you plus 222 damage on your Triad. Very good, very mathematically similar, but Banshee Brand can be buffed by success rate, so I do prefer to take it. Banshee Brand's also just more fun. It's more fun having more Triads pop off. It's really fun. Oh, I should also mention with the Triad damage does not care about crits. It does not care about global damage increases. It only cares about Phantom Brand, Banshee Brand, and the Hephaestus Legendary, and the Icarus upgrade of Phantom Brand. So it's immutable. It does not change unless it's getting buffed specifically by one of those effects, or yeah, it does not care about any of your damage increases. Next tier down, we have Rapid. Rapid's not great. It's plus 25% attack speed, I believe, which is not great. It's okay if you have Final Slice. If you're Final Slice spamming, it's fine. Rapid's description would lead you to believe that it would increase your O attacks channel speed. It does not do that because the Morrigan is weird. Therefore, Rapid is not very good and not great. Yeah, so just all these are better, way better. Next, yeah, I mean we have Pinion, we have Sickle, Melting Sickle. They're fine. They're not bad. They're just not anything really good. Pinion makes your special hit 100% faster. It can give you a couple extra Triads on occasion. It can give you some little bit extra damage if you have something like Slow Cooker or the Dionysus Grape Juice is actually a pretty good combo with the Pinion if you are going into Typhon. It's really good there, but that's pretty much the only standout use case for Sinister Pinion. Melting Sickle is just plus 500 damage to armor on your special, which is okay. It's fine. It's not great. It helps against armored mini bosses like the Draken, like the Queen Lamii, like the Helifish. It's just it's okay. It's not great, but again, all of these are better. In the tier below, we got Reaper, we got Hidden. This is just, Reaper is plus 15 flat damage on your special. It's not good. It's just damage. Oh well, not great. Hidden, plus 20% damage on your special, and your O special fires 3 more daggers, I think. Again, not great. You'll realize I have not talked about the O special at all. That's because it is ass, it is garbage, don't use it, it's really bad. It has exactly one use case that we might talk about later. It's bad. In the tier below, we have Sure Shot, we have Sudden, we have Dancing. Sure Shot gives your special extra range, which is very, very nichely useful, but most of the times is not beneficial, and sometimes just negative. Frequently is quite negative, actually. It's not good. It also makes your O specials fire in a line. Again, that does not matter. O special sucks ass. Sudden Flurry gives you O special channel speed, which is ass. It's garbage. You don't want to be using your Omega special. Your Omega special is bad. And having too much channel speed on this weapon sometimes makes your regular special turn into O specials just because you have too much channel speed. That's just what happens sometimes. And it's really bad when that happens because your Omega Special and your regular special share the same cooldown, but your Omega Special triggers the Omega Triad and not the Special Triad. So it ruins your Triad chaining when you O Special, and is bad. Dancing Knives is the most garbage thing in this whole video game when it comes to the Morrigan. It's so garbage. It ruins Triad chaining. Dancing Knives, when you on a single target, you throw your special out, it hits the target, and then it comes right back. Instead of going through them, it just comes right back to you. It's so bad. It limits you to 1 special hit per special, and that is terrible. It ruins your Triad chaining. Any benefit for room clear, which is not a lot. It's not a lot of benefit at all. It's quite ass. Not worth it at all. Very bad. Garbage hammer. Never take it. If you get it randomly via experimental hammer, it's a feels bad. It's a real feels bad. That is the hammers. Let us move on. Go back to the game. Let's talk about the core boons. Core boons. Let's talk attack boons. Your optimal #1 attack, almost always, is Apollo attack. Very good. The extra AoE you get from Apollo attack is extremely strong, very beneficial for this weapon. Is very good. Not only gives you better room clear, but it sometimes allows your Omegas to hit your Omega attack. What your Omega attack does, I guess I should have explained this earlier, is it sends out those little extra attacks. Apollo attack makes those extra attacks bigger, which allows them to be more likely to overlap on top of bosses and hit them multiple times, therefore getting more damage, therefore getting more value out of things like sweeping ambush and stuff like that. Very good. You want Apollo attack. Other good attacks, because you're not always going to get Apollo attack, especially if you're running the J-Palm, if you're running at Fate's Whim. Other good attacks. Hera attack's very good. The Omega attack is very good at spreading Hitch. Hitch is a very good effect. Aphro attack, Aphrodite attack is quite good. However, the extra cleaves can frequently be out of range of your of the nearby foes, like extra damage effect that Aphrodite has. If you get the island getaway duo, that little bit of awkwardness is negated, but it's something to think about. Aphrodite attack is still good. It's definitely not bad, but it's something to think about. Other attacks that work, Ares attack can work, assuming you're not playing at super high fear, assuming you're not playing with the Vow of Wards. Ares attack can work. The extra wounds is great, especially if you are applying the wounds with the sweeping ambush. The extra 50 power that wounds gives is then multiplied by 400%. Very good. Also opens you to get Grievous Blow, which is a very good effect. Zeus attack can work. It's fine. You know, Heaven Strike, you know, it's fine. Is good. Blitz is good. Hef. Hef is also good, but it is rarity dependent. Common Hef attack, even with J-Palm, is not something I enjoy taking. Epic Hef attack is extremely strong and very good, and I do enjoy taking it very much. Diameter's okay. It's a very low percent increase. The freeze can be nice. It's okay. Hestia is good in high fear. Avoid it in speedruns. It's too slow for speedrunning in my experience and cannot crit, so therefore gets the antler does not benefit it. Wave Strike from Poseidon. The damage is okay. The damage is fine. However, the knockback gets you into way more trouble than it is worth. Therefore, I would avoid it. I would not take it. I don't take it. I would recommend for you to not take it. Special boons. Hephaestus special is my favorite. I enjoy the Hephaestus special on the Morrigan. I enjoy the burst damage. Other good specials, I mean, especially with J-Palm. Other good specials, Zeus, good. Ares, good. Again, wounds, opens, Grievous Blow, very good. Poseidon's okay. The rapid ticks, you know, can add up for a decent amount of damage. It's also good at stripping wards, especially applicable in Rivals Cerberus, but it's okay. After that, just any curse. Any curse or any duo opening boon. Avoid duplicating your curses though, like be aware, like if you have Ares attack, you don't want Ares special. If you have Zeus attack, you don't want Zeus special, because that would be bad. That's not very good. Let's talk casts. I enjoy Hera cast, Poseidon cast. Those are probably the top two. Hitch is a very good curse to apply, especially in an area. Poseidon's cast also applies the curse in an area, but it also opens up success rate from Hermes, which is very good, because that's what Froth does. Other than that, open a curse, open a duo. You can play Stormring as well. Zeus cast is very good, but again, doesn't apply a curse. So only take it if you can apply origination, or if you're confident that you don't need origination. Stormring's good otherwise. Rush, you want Blinding Rush. Blinding Rush is the best in slot by far, not close. Otherwise, you know, Demeter's good. It's kind of like Blinding Rush, where it helps you avoid projectiles, but it doesn't give you the sprint speed of just being faster. Otherwise, just apply Curse, open a duo, open a legendary. Avoid Breaker Rush. Breaker Rush, again, knockback gets you into way more trouble than it is worth. I would avoid Breaker Rush. I would recommend you avoiding Breaker Rush. Let's talk gain. Gains are very important on the Morrigan, especially if you are optimally trying to play as fast as possible. Again, you want Sweeping Ambush. You want other cost increases as well, so therefore you want a good gain that can keep up with an increased Omega cost. The best being Born Gain from Hera. Very good. I probably don't need to explain why this is good. It's very good. If you have a large enough magic pool, you never need to worry about magic or regaining magic via some gimmick. It's very good. Otherwise, you want a gain that can regenerate in combat, such as Lucid Gain. You're placing down your cast in combat, you will be getting magic back in combat. Poseidon Gain is also good. Flood Gain, just you get magic back in combat, therefore is good. Tranquil Gain gets a bad rap, but it's very good. You just need to be mindful of when and how to use it, and you need a large enough magic pool where you can use it at the proper time and don't need to use it earlier than that. Cardio Gain is good. Again, regenerates in combat. However, in between boss phases where the boss is immune and you need to be regenerating magic, Cardio Gain cannot do that. So if your magic cost is high enough, it can be quite unfortunate. Like if you're entering Chronos Phase 2 and you just use all your magic because you're damaging Chronos and you have no magic left, you cannot regenerate magic in between that phase, where you're entering the damage rest phase of Chronos and you have no magic. That's bad. But if you're using something like Tranquil Gain, you know, automatically regenerates when you stand still, and you are standing still in between phases. Therefore, you have your full magic bar back. Is very good. Tranquil Gain is very good. Cardio Gain is good. Definitely not bad. Cardio Gain's also, it's unique because it works extremely well when you have a low magic pool as well, where the other gains don't really do that. That's Cardio Gain's good niche as well, is when you have a low magic pool. Aphrodite Gain, Glamour Gain. It's not great. It's not good. Don't take it while speedrunning. It's okay in High Fear. You know, it applies the weak. Weak is valuable in High Fear. And it applies it automatically, so you don't have to think about it for origination. But the magic regen is not good enough for speedrunning. If you're running sweeping, if you're running, you know, the fine line, the cost increases, it's not good enough. So you can take it in High Fear. I would avoid it in speedrunning. Tough Gain, Grizzly Gain, avoid. Not good. Not good enough generally. Tough Gain mostly because you're likely running Antler, and you don't want to be taking hits while you're running Antler. Grizzly Gain is not consistent, therefore not good. It's just a worse version of Cardio Gain. Ionic Gain from Zeus can work. It's very similar to Tranquil Gain, but you have to pick up the thing. It's not just standing still, you have to go pick up the thing, which is kind of awkward on occasion. Again, it runs into issues where you can't regenerate between Chronos phase. You can regenerate between Prometheus phase, not Chronos phase. So it's a bit, you know, it's not great, but it's better than fucking Grizzly Game. Don't take Grizzly Game. It's ass. Other boons, other good boons to think about. If we go back to Apollo, you want Backburner. Backburner's great. Extra Dose is great. Also opens success rate. Supernova, Prominence Flare are good to grab as well. Not necessarily for their effect, but to open Exceptional Talent, which is the best legendary for the Morrigan. Very good, extremely strong. Again, another reason to have a good gain to sustain the extra Omega cost of having Exceptional Talent. Other Zeus boons, just if you have Blitz, just supporting Blitz via Double Strike, via Arc Flash, that's good. Static Shock is extremely strong, however it does prime a significant amount of magic, so if you cannot sustain Static Shock, obviously do not pick it up. Hera has some great supporting boons, Extended Family, if you're having Olympus or Olympian damage via, you know, Blitz, Blasts, whatever else. Bright of Glow is of course just very good if you hit. Bane is very good if you're hitching. Fine Line, extremely strong. Definitely worth grabbing if you can sustain it. Also, Hera leads into Ripple Effect and Cherished Heirloom. Very good duos to think about. Excuse me. Cherished being with Demeter, Ripple being with Poseidon. Speaking of Poseidon, Hydraulic Might, extremely strong. Extremely strong in speedrunning, especially with the J-Bomb. Very good. Buried Treasure is good economy. Avoid High Surf, not only because it primes, but again, the knockback can be a big issue on occasion. High Surf can have very funny moments, but the time it saves via the funny moments is much less than the time you lose by just having enemies be unpredictably knocked back. Ocean Swell for Ripple Effect, very good as well. Moving on to Demeter. Weed Killer is the big one. Snow Queen for safety. Weed Killer for damage, very good. Arctic Gale for origination without taking your cast boon is also great. Yeah, and then Cherished Heirloom, of course. Dr. Apollo. Aphrodite has some nice damage increases via, you know, Shameless Attitude and Sweet Surrender and Secret Crush. Very good damage increases. Also, Spiritual Affirmation for the extra magic mostly can be a nice pickup as well. And then Heartbreaker is great if you have cost increases. Getting your cost to 40 or over and you have Heartbreaker is a huge deal. Even getting your cost to the breakpoint of 20, so it triggers in 2 instead of 3 Omegas, is a huge deal as well. Heartbreaker is very good, but you definitely want cost increases if you're taking Heartbreaker. And if you're taking Heartbreaker, it opens Sunny Disposition, which is very good, especially, again, if you reach those breakpoints where it triggers more frequently. Hephaestus, Blast Support, Caldera, and Furnace Blast. Did I pass it? Right there. Caldera, Furnace Blast, very good. Furnace Blast obviously gives you a ridge and is just a good curse to have. Hef also has great safety, security system, trusty shield, especially on Summit Heavy Metal as well. And then those boons that are very good that we want also lead into Premium Service, which again is one of the few ways to increase your Triad's damage. It increases your Triad by 222. Very good. Very, very good. Hestia, very good for Flash Fry. Flash Fry is extremely strong. There's almost no other boon like it. Very good. Very, very good. Slow Cooker as well. Extremely strong. Very good. Ares, mostly Grievous Blow. Grievous Blow is extremely strong. A double damage multiplier, a chance to do double damage on wounded enemies, is extremely strong. That's the main reason you take Ares. We call him General Grievous for a reason. Grievous Blow, very good. Blood Spree is there too. Blood Spree is very good for safety, especially if you're taking Antler. Mutual Destruction is very good if you're not taking Antler, but you know, optimally playing, you're taking Antler. Optimally speedrunning, that is. But if you're not taking Antler, you know, Mutual Destruction is probably very good for you. Cut Above's also there. It's just a bit of extra damage. It's a cost increase for like a Heartbreak or Breakpoint or something. It's good. It's not bad. It's not like the best. It can be inconsistent and annoying, but it's generally not bad. We talked about it a bit earlier, but we did the grape juice. This plus 100 power after you pick up the grape juice applies to every tick of your special, assuming that is the first move that you use after picking up the grape juice. It is very funny on Typhon and even on other enemies. Very funny, very strong. Just something to be aware of. Artemis. Let's talk Artemis. The main ones you're looking for are Vital Signs, Lethal Snare, and Shadow Pounce. Just extra crit chance on your moves that you want to use. Vital Signs is the most consistent, probably usually the best, but Snare and Pounce definitely have their moments where they are stronger, especially if you already have Sweeping Ambush. Shadow Pounce is very, very strong. Pressure Points is okay. Not bad. But anything that isn't giving you crit chance here, not good. Avoid Killing Stroke. Obviously, our specials are not our main damage, and you definitely don't want to prime for that. Very ass. Hermes, you know, we got Racing Thoughts, very good. We want channel speed of some kind, but not too much, as we talked about for the specials. But some sort of channel speed is nice to have. Nitro Boost is good for the sprint speed and also good for the safety, especially in high fear. Nitro Boost is very strong. Quick Buck and Travel Deal are very good for the economy. Travel Deal is extremely strong as well, just in any fear for buying more boons at the shop. Very good. And then you got Success Rate, which is a huge deal, because not only does it buff, you know, all of those things that it says that you like, it buffs all of the Artemis crit chance boons, it buffs extra dose, buffs Grievous Blow, but it also buffs the White Antler itself. It's so strong. There is a reason I mentioned things that open Success Rate, and it is because Success Rate is very strong. Excuse me. Now that we've talked about boons for 10,000 years, talk about Keepsakes. Just go over the general Keepsake order. If you're not taking Fate Swim, you start Apollo. If you are taking Fate Swim, you of course start the J Palm. If you are speedrunning, you take Fig you generally take Fig in the second region. If you are playing High Fear, not worried about speedrunning at all, you can take Krolex. Krolex is the timepiece, assuming again, if you're playing at High Fear, I'm assuming you're playing at Fate Swim, because Fate Swim is just that strong. If you're playing at High Fear, the timepiece is extremely strong to take in Region 2, just for the money. More boons, more good. Excuse me, sorry. Region 3, you can take Athena in the Underworld. It's very good in the fields. It does break the Fate Swim, but if you're speedrunning, the Fate Swim at that point probably isn't doing too much for you. So that's okay to break at that point, most likely. Otherwise, you can take Droplet. Droplet is also very good in the fields for the sprint speed. If you are struggling on magic, you can take the Wheel. Very good to have that as an option for you. You can also take the Hammer to gamble. Again, you could hit Sweeping, but you could also hit the Dancing Knives. It is a rather big gamble. Generally not recommended when there's a lot of other good options to take. On the surface, I generally take Droplet. I sometimes take the Wheel if I'm struggling for magic. Generally not taking Athena, just because while natural Athena is a time loss, you can just not hit it, and that would be preferred. Region 4, again, the optimal choice is the Antler if you're speedrunning. if you're not taking the Antler for whatever reason, you don't want to, you don't feel like it, you're not practiced, whatever else, and you still want to speedrun, you can take Fang. Fang's a nice damage increase. You can take Droplet if you didn't take Droplet in Region 3. And then if you're playing High Fear, you can take Pin. Like if you're playing High Fear with Death Defiances rather, you can take Pin. Pin's very good, very strong. Yeah. Let's talk familiars. Speedrunning, I run Rocky. It's recommended to run Rocky. Rocky does a lot of damage. Adding 4% crit chance is, you know, it sounds small, but it's a very big amount when you consider that crits are a 3x damage multiplier. They do 3 times the damage when you crit. It's very strong, very good. Otherwise, you can take Hecuba for extra consistency in like multi-run situations. Hecuba gives you extra magic. It can be quite nice, especially if you hit an early sweeping where you don't necessarily have your gain yet or enough of a magic pool to sustain sweeping. In the High Fear, take Gale. Gale is extremely strong defensively. Gives you 3 free hits per region, and when you have the Vow of Pain and the Vow of Scars maxed out, that is extremely valuable. Also gives you some dodge chance, which is quite nice as well. We'll be doing an example run. We'll be doing Surface this time. This is what you run on Surface. Just Frenzy. You can run Timer. It doesn't do anything. It's just for fun. Some runners run Timer. I don't, just because I don't want to. Shadow is ran in the Underworld because it makes the Shadow Spiller mini-boss faster by quite a bit. And it doesn't really slow you down at all, and the risk is not that big. On the Surface, you can run Shadow still, especially if you're playing Hitch. It can speed you up quite a bit on mini-bosses if you're hitching targets and doing AoE damage. I generally choose to not run Shadow on the Surface because it is also extremely risky when you're playing Antler Summit, which is already very risky, already very dangerous, and then you just make the mini-bosses even more dangerous. That is very risky, so I generally don't. And yeah. Let us once again reroll and commence. Hammer start. Life tax is quite nice, just for the safety. Takes skulking. Again, just chaining Omegas back to back to clear rooms, hit multiple enemies at the same time. We'll Triad the larger enemies, such as that house. Demeter. Take cast. Demeter cast is good for origination. We got Hera, that's good. We got 4 great rooms. We can take the health room for the chance at Artemis. It's not like a fantastic room or anything. But I think we'll take it. We're actually going to take this Selene down here first. This room's not great either, but it can sometimes not be ass. So we'll see if it's not ass. That was not bad at all. Could have been much worse. Ephyra's rooms, we'll take Moonwater for safety. Mostly on Summit safety. Ephyra, again, each of these rooms are like if you go in this if you go in that Demeter room in the on the right side there, that Demeter room's layout will always be the same whether it's in this run or in a different run, and that Demeter room is a very good room to take. There is a image guide map thing in the Hades speedrunning Discord that I highly recommend taking a look at and even having next to you while you speedrun if that is something you want to do. It's not perfect. There are a few things I disagree with it, but you know, generally it's very good. It's a very good map. Go up to the health next. Hope for Artemis. I should link it in the video description. That is a great idea. I will do that. Yeah, I will link it in the description. No Artemis here, unfortunately. Artemis in Ephyra can only appear in the double health or the double magic rooms. and they cannot be the first streams you take either. Take this Hera next. Hera is very good. We are hoping for attack or born gain. Honestly, I think I would like the attack first. That is not attack. We will take the born gain. We have now also opened Cherished Heirloom, which is very good. Again, just using Omegas and occasional Triads on the larger enemies to clear rooms. This is kind of ass. We'll just take the special. It's origination. It's fine. Not terrible. Not my favorite. Take the fountain, because we won't need it. Take the Medea room, because it's, you know, a combat skip. We did not get corrosion. What you want here is you want corrosion on sight. That is the best one by far. Very good, extremely strong. Trace of Spirit is my second pick. Nice magic increase over the course of the run. We didn't get either of those. We'll just take wealth. It's okay. It's fine.
Thank you.
Our last room will be another Demeter. Again, hoping for Cherished Heirloom. Or Weed Killer. Didn't get either of those, unfortunately. Could take Frigid Rush. But, you know, just in case we see Apollo in the shop, I'm not going to fill in the rush. We will just take the City Growth. It is early. Is okay. Might hit a couple good things, maybe. Demeter once again, hoping for Cherished Heirloom. Don't get it. I forgot we cannot actually hit Weed Killer until we have an attack boon. So Weed Killer's not even available right now. That's okay. While speedrunning, you generally want to avoid cold storage because it can make the boss's transition phases last longer and suck your time away. So we don't want cold storage. Don't take cold storage if you can avoid it. It's not like the worst thing ever. It's not the hugest deal, but it's worth thinking about generally. I'll take Frigid Rush now. Just to fill it in. And Plentiful Forge doesn't really do anything for us, while Frigid Rush, you know, does a little bit. Here, Polyphemus, I thought he was jumping a different way. Generally, I O-cast under him in between phases because there's nothing much else to do. Throw special, again, and just chain Triads. Really, very easy boss. Probably the fastest boss in the game, if you play it well enough. Here we're taking the Fig Leaf, of course. Looking in the Hermes shop, we do see a boon. I am going to expedite it because, ooh, Hef as our fourth god. Good for safety. We could take this attack. I really prefer Hera attack though. Am I gonna take it anyways? I think I will. Mostly because I don't want Demeter and I don't want Hestia attack. And, you know, rare Hef attack is not terrible. We'll take it.
Excellent.
We also have good duos for it via Chain Reaction from Hestia and Cryo Pounder from Demeter. This is not Fig, just enemies in the back encounter. I do like to O-cast at the beginning of both encounters if I have the magic to do so. This is Fig Leaf. Just because there's nothing else to do while you wait for the enemies to spawn in. And, you know, you get more damage. You might get the Triad mark on a couple guys. If it misses, who cares? Again, as long as you have the magic to sustain, which we do because we did get an early born game. Triading the tankier enemies. We are going to use Artificer. It is a time loss on occasion, but the extra power granted by the extra major finds can easily make it up if you get even just a little bit lucky. Upon there generally isn't the best, but we did hit it on half attack, which makes it pretty good. We did get Icarus here, which is great to see. If we get the Ingenious Strike, the 3 extra palms on attack, I will be very happy. Where is... oh, the last guy. We'll let Icarus kill him, so he flies down instantly.
Takes care of that. Anything you take your pick.
This is not the best. We will take latest model. Latest model on Skulking is not great. It's an extra 50%, I think, on the backstab damage. It's okay. It's not great. Latest model hitting Sweeping Ambush is the best thing you can hit from Icarus generally. It gives it an extra 200% on top of the 400% it already does. It's very good. So if you have Sweeping and you see Icarus, you want to take latest model. Here, we can take Hermes for a potential racing thoughts or travel deal, or we can take Hesty for a chain reaction or a slow cooker or a flash fry. I'm going to take Hesty because we are having the Cling attack, so I do want the chance at the chain reaction. Where? There's one sword there.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Flash Fry or Slow Cooker is a tough choice. Flash Fry is more valuable in the Underworld, but it's still very good here. We will be taking Flash Fry. Slow Cooker is very good. If we had a % increase attack, I would take the Slow Cooker, but we do not have a % increase attack, so therefore I will be taking the Flash Fry, because the extra Slow Cooker power is not getting multiplied by an attack boon. So I do think the Flash Fry is more valuable, especially with this encounter with the skulls. You can see how it's very good. We forgot to Artificer that. Oh well, that happens. Not the biggest deal. Always hate to see it though.
Lord Charon's ship.
We got mid-shop into Circe. That is extremely rare. In Thessaly, you are almost guaranteed to see mid-shop or Circe. Getting both is very rare. Getting neither is like a 1 in 500 chance. That has only happened one recorded time to my knowledge. Very interesting.
In the name of Hades.
Did not get Weed Killer, unfortunately. Nor did we Cryo Pounder. Unfortunately. So that's not generally what we want to see. Just take Arctic Gale. We will be taking the random bomb. Hopefully it lands on attack. It did not. Oh well. Not a super high chance of that happening, but it's only 50 gold and we had a little bit of extra money, so I thought might as well. From Circe, we want the familiar upgrade, which would give us more crit chance from Rocky. That is the best pull by far, and we did hit it. Very good. Other good options is Girth, because it's more damage. The dodge chance here is also nice for safety. This generally is not great. It's okay if it hits like Origination or whatever. Generally not great though. This basically does nothing. This is a negative because if it removes Frenzy, and Frenzy is making the speed run faster, so we don't ever want to pick Black Knight Banishment. Very strong in High Fear, not good here. This I almost never want to pick because it can hit Death and turn off Strength, and that would be bad. Morph is funny, so you know, take it on occasion. It's funny. Not bad. We did get the best pick there of crit chance. We do appreciate that.
Thanks.
Moonlight guide you.
Interesting. Many zombies here. Once again, lots of Flash Fry Valia. Again, we're O-casting before each boat encounter just because we have time, and why not? Where there's always just one casket in the corner. Very annoying. Entering end shop, that Thessaly was pretty good. Definitely above average, very good. Again, looking for Cherished Heirloom or Weed Killer here.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Cryo Pounder's good. Is it better than Weed Killer? I honestly don't think it is. I honestly don't think it is. However, we could see Weed Killer later at a better rarity, and the chances we see Crowd Pounder later is not fantastic. So I'm going to take Crowd Pounder. We're going to take the Palm, hope it lands on attack. It did, very nice. Eris here. Eris can either go very smoothly or very poorly, just depending on her pattern. Again, we're going to open by putting her cast down and just doing the basic Triad combo until she gets phased. In between phases, I try to Omega cast under her. Sometimes I have the time to do so, sometimes I don't. And then after her immune phase is done, we initiate with the Omega and then just continue Triading. That is the plan. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Good pattern so far. What you don't want to see is her dashes. Her dashes are ass and just ruin the whole fight. Our special did not come out properly because of the game's slowdown, unfortunately. Oh well, that sometimes happens. A very good Eris fight. Here, we're gonna hug this pillar so that she is more likely to fly down by us at that last phase. Pretty easy fight when it goes well.
Get out of here. A gift. Now the climb.
Entering Olympus, we will be taking the Droplet. Droplet's very nice for the channel speed and for the sprint speed. We don't have money. Oh well. In this first room, the timer is paused, so you never really have to be super quick. You can play it safer, and you can make your choice here more relaxed without pause buffering if you don't feel like it. We should be good on magic. We have no cost increases. We could hit a Weed Killer and a Sweeping Ambush, but even then, we have a very strong Born Gain with a decent-sized magic pool, so we should be fine on magic. Excuse me. So we'll take the Palm, again, hoping it hits attack. We got our Fig Leaf here. In Olympus, you see there are two exits here. You got the door, and you got the jump pad. There are two types of Olympus rooms. This one is an outside room, because it is outside. The door exit can lead to either inside rooms or outside rooms. The jump pad always leads to outside rooms, guaranteed. We generally prefer to take the doors because the inside rooms are generally smaller, and the inside rooms can also have Heracles encounters and can have the fountain chamber. We generally want to avoid outside rooms because outside rooms, while it can have Icarus, we've already had Icarus, so we extra want to avoid outside rooms. They can have Icarus, but they can also have Itos, which wastes a few seconds of your time, more than a few seconds of your time. It's quite obnoxious, and it cannot have the fountain, and it cannot have Heracles. So on top of the reward choice here, you also gotta weigh if it's worth going outside, or worth risking going outside. We will take the hammer, because it's a hammer, and it's also on the door. So we did get a Heracles. That is a nice time save. Again, I'm not too worried about time. I did, in fact, just waste like a minute explaining the difference of doors. Because, again, we're not worried about pace. We're making a guide. Heracles pauses the timer. Very nice for in-game time runs. It is, you know, you don't want to see Heracles in RTA. I don't run RTA very often, so I generally like to see Heracles. In Olympus rooms, rather. We did get Sweeping Ambush. We will take Sweeping Ambush. Very strong. Best hammer. You want to wait until Heracles is jumping away to... If you get Heracles in a menu room, you want to wait until Heracles has jumped away before you claim it, because the timer unpauses when you exit the menu, but it stays paused while you're in the menu. We will take Hestia here, hoping we see Chain Reaction or Slow Cooker. Olympus also has these statues. The Demeter ones are very useful, very good. The A lot of the other ones are much less good.
Hear me on my authority.
We did get Slow Cooker. That is very good, especially when combined with Sweeping Ambush. Take the mini-boss, because it is faster. Diameter is good to see. Hopefully we hit the Weed Killer. Did get Talos. Talos is pretty easy. Both mini-bosses are of a similar speed. The Draken is definitely the harder of the two, especially in the High Fear. But it's probably about the same. Unless you have Corrosion on sight from Medea, then the Draken is much faster, because the Draken is an armored target. We don't care about Freezer Burn at all. We will take Snow Queen for safety on the summit. We don't really care about stars, nor do we care about the health. I will take the stars, because we might hit, like, Zeal or something on our Moonwater, which would be some more damage when we use it, which, you know, maybe comes in handy, while the health likely doesn't do anything for us, because we will be taking the Antler in Summit.
One remains.
Again, we're just using our Omegas and our Triad to clear rooms.
Choose
We
your
hit
path.
Zeal. We do have Zeal. That is a 50% additive damage on our after we use Moonwater, so that's good to pick up. Also, just looking for gain, like the purity, just to get some extra magic, and we'll go look at here too. Sure. So now we can use Zeal to gain a little bit of a damage increase on occasion. This tile is my least favorite. It is an inside tile, but I hate it. It's really obnoxious. Olympus is a very swingy biome. Because there is a mid-shop, it's just a very rare mid-shop, and there is also Dionysus, which does not always show up either, which are both, you know, room skips and very good to hit. We'll take Quick Buck here. Stutter Step doesn't do much for us. Winter Circle is kind of ass for us in this situation.
Right.
Quick Buck is some nice economy. We will be artificering this. We did hit the Fountain Chamber as well. That's very nice. Another half boon is great. Security system would be the safe pick for Summit. However, we do have Snow Queen, and we do have quite a bit of damage. So I'm going to take the riskier option and take Caldera instead for more damage. Another half is very good to see. This is a large encounter, unfortunately. There's Itos as well, wasting some of our time, unfortunately, delaying the next wave's spawn in, being obnoxious as usual.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
This is not what we want to see here at all. Molten Touch doesn't really do much for us. Uncanny Fortitude doesn't really do anything for us. Martial Art only affects normal attack and normal special, therefore not great at all. We will be taking Molten Touch just to upgrade our Slow Cooker once more. I believe this is End Shop. Yeah. Once again, open for Chain Reaction. Didn't hit it. Oh well. Take Candle. It's not bad. Take a Random Bomb. Nice. What's this at? Yeah, it's at 2 seconds now. This is now at the minimum cooldown it can ever be. We'll take this armor, just in case we happen to save it between Prometheus and the next biome. It probably won't, but you know, never know. Prometheus, much similar plan to Eris, of just going up to him, putting our cast down, Triad chaining, until hopefully he dies. Or he gets phased, rather. Again, similar to Eris, it can swing quite wildly depending on the pattern. Not as swingy as Eris, but whether he decides to run away or not is a not insignificant swing on the fight's time. Just Triad chaining. With the memory game, you can, you know, memorize what he's doing and, you know, avoid them. I don't do that. I just fucking iframe it because I cannot be bothered remembering the memory game when I don't have to. We have a lot of damage. That was a very nice crit on our blast there. Very good. I do generally avoid the first one just so I, you know, have the have it down better in my brain. But for the rest, I just iframe in the center generally there. It's a very generous window. It's not hard to learn at all. That prom fight was very good. We did have a lot of damage from it and got quite a few good crits on our blast. Very good fight. We kept our armor, we kept our life tax, we have Snow Queen. We are quite safe in this summit. Not as safe, like it's not as safe as we could be, but we are quite safe. We'll be taking Antler, of course. We also have Moonwater for safety as well. We will take this boon. More Hef is very good. I will take Heavy Metal. Security system is very good, especially on Summit. Heavy Metal is a little bit more damage, so we'll be taking Heavy Metal. On top of the, you know, extra safety it gives as well. On top of that, we now have Premium Service open, because we have a Blast, we have Caldera, and we have Heavy Metal. And Molten Touch as well. Very good. We're really hoping for a Fig proc on this first room. We did not get it. This room is ass because of all these land Drakens. Oh, well, it happens. Goodbye, Snow Queen immediately. It's all land Drakens. Oops, all land Drakens. Unfortunate. Very slow. Very, very obnoxious. And this is why we want the Fig in room 1. Not only is it one of the larger rooms, but you can also have that happen. Here, again, we have Premium Service open, and the Triple Palm won't do anything for our attack. So we go Hef, we hope for Premium Service. We get Spawn of Typhon. Put your cast down, try to iframe that initial dash, and then just Triad Chain while dodging his attacks, if you can. Again, this build has a lot of damage because it has a 2-second blast with a lot of damage added onto it via Cryo Pounder, Caldera, and Origination, and all that. And we have Sweeping Ambush. It's very good. And we just hit Chain Reaction. Even more damage. Even more good. The freeze also makes Summit much safer than it normally would be as well. This Burrower, not being cooperative, oh well. Hera could give Fine Line. That would be quite nice. With Tail, I like to O-cast where it's landing, and then just Triad Chain until either I kill it, or it kills me. Hopefully dodging things, but we didn't dodge that. But again, this build has a lot of damage. Hoping for Fine Line. Didn't get it. The Bridal Glow is tempting. We don't have a lot of good hits, though. And, you know, Bridal Glowing this wouldn't do anything. I don't even think it can hit that because it is capped. Extended Family, however, does buff our Blast, which is Olympian damage. So that is what we will be taking.
The Titan's forces shattered.
Also upgrades Slow Cooker as well. Here, generally always want to buy the armor, because why not? We will not be taking the Anvil, because that would suck ass when we have, you know, Sweeping Ambush. Skulking doesn't do much on Typhon, but I don't want to risk losing Sweeping Ambush and getting it Dancing Knives. Take the boon. More Hef is great. Premium Service is open. That's not Premium Service. We will take Glow, or like Furnace Blast for the Glow Curse. That's good. Just more damage.
I grow strong.
Take Magic just in case we need it. Probably won't need it, but oh well. Typhon. Again, we're starting out, putting our cast down. Triad Chaining until we phase him. Should be rather easy. Typhon is the easy part of Summit. Quick phase, because we have a lot of damage. Entering the egg phase, where you just, kill the eggs. Don't let them hatch. We got an unfortunate pattern. Still didn't get any hatches. In between phases, I'd like to put down an O cast, and then Triad Chain. Again, we have a lot of damage, so the phases are going very quickly. Here, again, we just put down our cast and continue chaining Triad. Bong, 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 bong. Again, an unfortunate egg pattern, very spread out. Luckily, we have a lot of damage. Again, O cast and Triad Chain. The last phase is a bit longer, but again, we have many layers of safety and much damage. A very quick fight, very good. And yeah, that's an example surface run. That was a very good run. We had a great build by the end.
Olympus is
Yeah. I guess, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And, if you have any questions, feel free to ask down below in the comment section. I will be trying to answer, if I can. And appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.